My name is Signorino, and I have been attending First Church of the Nazarene for about 14 or 15 years, and at least the last 14 years I have been actively teaching the Tiny Town, which is the 4- and 5-year-olds. And this past Sunday, Pastor Adrienne talked about worship, and I just wanted to share a little bit more about what worship means to me. As most of you all know, a couple years ago, it's about 2.5 years now, my husband Nick passed away, and I found out later after his service that during the worship that we had, I found out that I had been the only one that was standing up and worshiping, and I was a little embarrassed by that when I found that out later, but during the moment, I want to tell you why I did that. So, you know, Nick passed away very unexpectedly, and not something I could prepare myself for. And, you know, God was speaking to me right after that, to my heart, saying that I am still worthy of your worship. Even though this horrible thing has happened in your life, and things aren't as planned like what you thought they were, that I am still worthy of your worship. And so during his service, I specifically picked out songs that Nick really liked and songs that spoke to me during those couple days of grieving. When they started singing them, there was nothing in me that could have kept me from standing up. It wasn't about being seen, it wasn't about not being seen. It was about truly worshiping God and honoring Him for who He is. Not what had happened in my life necessarily, but just for who He is. And I know during this COVID time, there have been a lot of people that are not able to come together and worship as a group or as a family. And it's been hard. It's been hard on everybody. And I really enjoy Sunday morning worship time. And so I've had to come up with new ways to really get that deep worship that I'm used to having on Sunday mornings. And one of the ways that has really surprised me is on my walks to work every morning. I work in Elkton and I live in Elkton, so I don't have a very long walk. But during those walks, I've been able to, you know, really enjoy God's creation, the birds, the flowers, all the greenery, and I've just really, during those walks, been able to worship God for who He is, and His divine nature, and knowing that He has created all of these good things, and that even though things might be rough in life, things are not going the way that we think they should, that He is still God, and He is still on the throne, and He is worthy of my worship. Some mornings during worship on Facebook on Sundays, it's been difficult for me to kind of get into it. You know, I'll see the neighbors outside doing gardening or yard work, and my cats are jumping on me, and I'm distracted by the dishes I need to wash or the load of laundry. So I have found that it really takes an intentional act sometimes to give God the worship that He deserves. And so I've really tried to, before Sunday morning services online, prepare my heart before I log in, and so that I am in a place of adoration before we even begin. So I hope that encourages you, and you know, there's times that you don't feel like worshiping, but He is always worthy of our worship.